Hi, welcome to Mindful Meditoga with Kevin. I have a wonderful yoga flow today that will help relax your busy mind, will help relax your sore muscles, and help you to feel your best. I hope you enjoy. So let's start today by coming to a comfortable seated position. Whatever comfortable position that you choose, we'll be here for about 8 to 10 minutes. So as long as you can stay in that position that long. I usually just like to have my hands down on my thigh, close my eyes, and let's start by taking some of the biggest, deepest breaths of the day in through your nose and sigh out through your mouth. In through your nose. Exhale out the mouth. Do 2 more on your own time. Give yourself gratitude for coming today and making this a priority. Bring your awareness to an imaginary threshold. This threshold represents a transition from your busy thoughts to the present moment, right here, right now. And as you step across this threshold, acknowledge to yourself, I have arrived in my safe place. Take a deep awareness breath in through the nose, and on the exhale, just pause for a moment. Breathe normally here, but pause and be mindful of how you feel right now. Good. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, you can open your eyes. We're going to start today with a little mindfulness massage. I like to do this at the beginning of classes. I also recommend doing it just before bed. It really slows down your busy thoughts and relaxes the body, really relaxes the body, and really anchoring yourself into the present moment. So we're going to start. You can close your eyes. You can keep your eyes open just by massaging the top of the scalp, the area on the top of your head. And just close your eyes and work all the way to the back of the neck. And just go at your own pace. Just find a rhythm that works for you. And just give yourself a nice head massage. Whenever we're at the hairdressers and somebody does this, it just feels so good. So treat yourself to one of these once in a while. Just give yourself a nice head massage all the way, applying as much pressure as you'd like with your hands, your fingers, and your thumbs. And then when you're ready, bring your hands back down. We're going to take a deep awareness breath, deep inhale. And on the exhale, again, just pause for a moment and notice the sensations in the top of your head. Just be aware of the changes. Good. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, now bring your fingers up to your forehead. We're going to release the forehead all the way to the eyebrows, below the eyebrows, and above the eyebrows. Very, very gentle around the temple area. Just releasing, again, as much pressure as you want, releasing all the tensed up muscles in your forehead area, just allowing them to release. Good, and then bring those hands down. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, sit for a moment and be mindful of the new sensations in your forehead. Just observe those sensations. Good. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, now working either side of the nose and the whole face area, both cheeks just underneath the eyes, and working your way down all the way to the chin. So releasing your face, both sides of your cheeks. Don't forget about your upper lip and lower lip. Applying as much pressure as you want to release any tension in that area. And then when you're ready, bring your hands back down. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, just notice the sensations in and around your face. Just notice the changes. Good. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, now starting your bottom of your earlobes, just giving them a nice little massage, gentle little twist. And then eventually working your way up the sides of the ear all the way to the top. And just massaging the ears all the way to the top. When you get to the top, use your thumbs to just gently press inside your earlobes and just in one circular direction, and then reversing that direction in the opposite direction. And then working your way from the top and working your way all the way back down until you get to the bottom, and just allow your ears to relax. Good. Bring your hands back down. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, just be aware of the new sensations in and around your ears. Good. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, now the neck. So using your fingers to massage the front of the neck, and then eventually getting to the back of the neck. There's a couple of pressure points just behind the base of the skull. It feels really good to release that area. So using your thumb, sometimes I push down with my thumb in that area, or your fingers, just releasing that tension. That tension that builds up in that area can sometimes lead to tension headaches. So by releasing it, you're allowing yourself to be a little bit more free in that area. Then bring your hands down, take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, just notice how your neck feels after being released. Good. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, tilt your head over to the left. Use your left hand, and you're going to push down. Reach back as far as you can, and then eventually just pull and massage the top of your right shoulder. One side of your shoulder may be a little bit more tense than the other, so just release it. Just gently releasing that shoulder. Any tension built up, just go ahead and gently apply as much pressure as you'd like into that area. Good. Now bring your head back to center. Bring your hands down. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, just be mindful of the difference between the two sides of your neck. Just notice the difference. Good. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, now tilt your head to the right using your right hand, giving your left shoulder that same attention, just applying as much pressure as you need to allow those muscles to release. Again, one side may not be as tense as the other, so it's good to balance it out, balance both sides out. Good. Now bring your head back to center, hands down. Take a deep awareness breath. And on the exhale, notice the balance in both sides once again. And just notice how light your shoulders feel. Good. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, now we're just going to gently massage the tops of our shoulders or our deltoids, working our way to our upper arms, and then eventually working your way to your forearms and giving your forearms a nice little twist all the way to the wrists. This feels really good to release the tension. We use our arms so much. And so if you can just give it a little gentle twist and then moving to the opposite side, again, applying as much pressure as you'd like all the way to the wrist area. And then go up and down a couple of times. Give your arms one last. Bring your hands down now. Take a deep awareness breath. And on the exhale, notice the energy running down your arms. Notice the new sensations that you feel. Good. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, we're going to finish off today with a little hand massage. So interlace those fingers and just give yourself a nice massage in between. And then almost like you're washing your hands, except there's a little bit more friction. You don't have that soapy water. Get around the wrists and behind the hands. And don't forget about the palm of both hands. And I like to individually release each finger. It feels good to balance it out. And just give each finger a nice little gentle massage. And then when I've done both hands, I'll give myself one last. Bring those hands down. Take a deep awareness breath. And on the exhale, connect with the feeling in your hands. Notice the inner body energy in your hands. Good. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, now I'm going to show you the breathing technique we're going to use throughout today's practice. This breathing technique will help anchor you into your practice, making it a real present moment anchoring. So we're going to inhale through our nose, and then we're going to exhale through pursed lips like we're blowing out a candle. Inhale through your nose, exhale through pursed lips. And let the exhale out nice and slow, like the air coming out of a balloon. Do 3 more on your own time. Good. Take another deep awareness breath. And on the exhale, we can move any props you have. I'm going to keep my bolster close. I'm going to use it for Shavasana at the end of the practice. Now I want you to come to your mat, and we're going to get some movement into the body now. We've helped release and slow down the busy thoughts. Now we're going to start to bring some movement into the body. I like to start by what I call an active child's pose. So you're in child's pose, but you're moving. You're moving left and right, up and down. You're just kind of scanning through the body right now, going kind of at your own pace, finding your own rhythm. And now I want you to connect that breath that we practice. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through pursed lips. And just make that, find your rhythm. Find your own unique individual rhythm with your breath. Good. Now tuck those toes in. Come into your first down dog. Hands are shoulder width apart, feet hip width apart, and just pedal out your left and right heels down to the ground. Now find that breath. Now moving to plank. Notice your wrists, elbows, shoulders stacked on top of each other. Find your breath. Now lower yourself down nice and slow. Just your hands come up off the mat. Find your breath. Good. Push back to the child's pose, knees to the outer edges of the mat, toes together. Just your fingertips touching the mat. Bring your head down. Find your breath. Good. Tuck those toes. Come back to your down dog. Hands shoulder width apart, feet hip width apart. Reconnect with your breath. Back to plank. Lower yourself down nice and slow. This time, hands up and feet up off the mat. Push back to child's pose. Tuck those toes, down dog. Plank. Lower yourself down nice and slow. This time, arms out, palms down, feet up like you're flying. Breathe. And then on your next exhale, bring your right cheek to the mat, hands to your sides, palms up, and take a deep awareness breath. And on the exhale, just take a moment to surrender to your mat. Let your breath go. Just breathe normally here. And just take a moment to notice how you feel right now. Keep noticing the changes. Good. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, you're going to push yourself back to a child's pose just for one breath. And then tuck those toes, come into your down dog. Left foot, middle of your mat. Place your left foot middle of the mat. Right foot comes up into three-legged dog. Keep that right foot up. Breathe. Find your breath. On your next exhale, bring that right foot through between your hands and come onto the ball of the left foot. Come into like a crescent lunge. Right hand on your right thigh. Left hand comes straight up. Even bring that shoulder back and then up. And then come down and find your breath. Good. Left hand forward, right hand back into a little bit of a standing twist. Reconnect with your breath. Exhale that left hand beside your right foot and then raise that right hand straight to the ceiling. Reconnect with your breath. Good. Both hands on the inside of that right foot. Now you're going to walk your right foot over to the right corner of the mat. And then walk your back foot back, opening up that right hip into lizard lunge. Now you can stay here if this feels comfortable for you and just breathe. Or if you want a little bit of a deeper stretch, you can come down to your forearms. But just wherever you're at, find your breath. If you're down on your forearms, come back up to your hands. Walk that foot back to center and come onto your back knee. Place your right hand on your right thigh and then reach that left hand straight up. Find your breath. Left hand forward, right hand back into a little bit of a twist. Find your breath. Left hand down beside the right foot. Right hand comes straight up. Find your breath. Now reach that right hand behind your mat. You can stay here, or if you're able to, you can bend that leg into a nice little quad stretch. Wherever you're at, just find your breath. If you got a hold of the leg, release that leg nice and slow. Bring both hands on the outside of your right foot, and then lift up your knee and come back to that three-legged dog. Find your breath. On your next exhale, bring that knee into your chest and then come back to plank. Lower yourself down nice and slow. Left cheek to the mat this time. Hands to your side. Take a deep awareness breath. And on the exhale, just melt into your mat and notice how you feel right now. Good. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, place your hands in front of the mat. Push yourself back to child's pose just for a breath. And then tuck those toes. Come into your down dog. Right foot this time, middle of your mat. Left foot comes up into three-legged dog. Find your breath. On your next exhale, bring that left leg between your hands and come into that crescent lunge. Left hand going to be on your left thigh. That right shoulder, bring it back and then up, raising that hand up, and then come down. Find your breath. Good. Right hand forward, left hand back into a little bit of a standing twist. Reconnect with your breath. Exhale that right hand beside your left foot. Raise your left hand straight up. Find your breath. Good. Exhale both hands on the outside or the inside of that left foot. Walk that left foot over to the left corner of the mat, opening up that left hip now. Walk your back foot back slightly. You can stay here in lizard lunge, or if you want a little bit of a deeper stretch, you can come down to your forearms. Wherever you're at, find your breath. Good. If you're on your forearms, come back up to your hands and then walk that foot back. Come onto your back knee. Place your left hand on your thigh and then raise that right hand straight up. Find your breath. Right hand forward, left hand back into a little bit of a twist. Reconnect with your breath. Right hand on the inside of that left foot. Raise your left hand straight up. Find your breath. Now reach back to the back of your mat. You can stay here and open up that hip, or if you want a little bit of a deeper stretch, you can bend that leg and breathe into that right quad. If you got a hold of the foot, release the foot down. Bring both hands on the outsides of that left foot and then kick back up into three-legged dog. Find your breath. On your exhale, bring that knee into your chest and then back into plank. Lower yourself down nice and slow. Right cheek to the mat, hands to your sides. Take a deep awareness breath. And on the exhale, just surrender to your mat. Let everything go. Let everything settle. And just notice how you feel right now. Good. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, coming into Sphinx posture now. So your hands are palms down, and they're about one arm's length away from each other. And you're just going to lift up, close your eyes, and just breathe. Find the rhythm of your breath. Good. Tuck those toes, lift your hips up into melted heart, bringing your forehead down to the ground, and then breathe. And then coming back down and transitioning to a shoulder opener. So your right hand's going to be about shoulder height. Top of your right foot gets locked into the mat. Use your left hand to push your left leg up and over. You can rest your right cheek to the mat. And now we're just going to breathe into that right shoulder, releasing all that emotional tension that's stored up there. On your next exhale, bring that leg back around. Keep your right cheek to your mat, hands to your side. Take another deep awareness breath. And on the exhale, just notice the difference between the two sides of your body. Just notice the changes. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, this time, left hand comes about shoulder height. Top of the left foot gets locked in. Now, use your right hand to lift your right leg up and over. Left cheek comes down to the mat. And then breathe into that left shoulder. On your next exhale, bring that leg back around. Keep your left cheek to the mat, hands to your sides, palms up. Take a deep awareness breath. And on the exhale, just notice how you feel right now. Good. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, now you're going to push yourself back to a child's pose just for a breath. And then tucking those toes, come into your down dog. And then on your next exhale, look up to your hands, step through to seated, and then come on to your backs. Bring those knees into your chest. Bring your hands out. And then we're going to inhale, rock those knees over to the left. And then on the exhale, you're going to kick that top leg straight. Keep your right foot flexed. Inhale, transition to the other side. Exhale, kick that top leg straight. You can pause it here for a moment if you like. Just go at your own pace. Find a rhythm that works for you. On your next exhale, keep those knees bent. Bring the knees to touch. And then bring your hands out, palms up. Take a deep awareness breath. And on the exhale, just settle. Let everything settle. And notice the changes. Good. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, keeping your knees bent, you're going to place your right knee on top of your left. So you're just going to place both knees on top of each other, right on top of left. Then you're going to reach your head up. You're going to grab your opposite ankle with your hand. So left ankle is grabbed by your right hand and the right ankle by your left hand. And you can stay here and open up the hip. If you have the ability, you can grab on the either side of your foot. Make sure your feet are both flexed so they're in one spot. And then just a gentle rock back and forth as you breathe. If you want a little bit of a deeper stretch, you can lay your head back down to the mat and then go into your rocking from there. Just reconnect with that breath. On your next exhale, unwind your legs. Keep your knees bent. Bring your knees to touch. Hands to your sides, palms up. Take a deep awareness breath. And on the exhale, once again, notice the difference in the two sides of your body. Good. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, lifting your knees back up. This time, wrap the left over top of the right. Reach up, either grab opposite ankles or you can grab the sides of your feet. Make sure both feet are flexed. And then if you want a little bit of a deeper stretch, you can lay back down. Wherever you're at, just a little rock back and forth as you reconnect with your breath. Good. On your next exhale, release the feet. Bring those knees to touch. Keep the knees bent. Bring your hands out, palms up. Take another deep awareness breath. And on the exhale, just lay for a moment and notice how you feel right now. Good. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, we're going to get set up for Shavasana, our last posture. And I will help self-adjust you so you can get into a really, really nice, relaxing posture. I start by grabbing my bolster. And if you have a bolster, and I place it underneath my knees. This gives my lower back a little bit more support. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift up my elbows, place my elbows into my knee, lift up my shoulder blades so they're nice and flat, and lay your shoulder blades back down to the mat. Then I'm going to lift my left leg just an inch or two off the ground, and then I'm just going to let it drop. And then raise your right leg an inch or two and let it drop. And then raise your right arm, keep your palms up, and then gently let it drop. Raise your left hand, let it drop. Lift the head up off the mat ever so slightly, and then tuck your chin in, and then bring that head back down to the mat. Now we're going to take a deep awareness breath in through the nose, and we're going to sigh everything out through our mouth. Do 2 more of those on your own time. And as we lay very still, you're going to bring your inner body energy to your hands. You're going to inhale, feel your right hand. Exhale, feel your left. Inhale, feel your right. Exhale, feel your left. Just keep going back and forth, noticing the inner body energy of your hands. And lay very still. Allow all the benefits of your practice to sink in. Take another deep awareness breath. And on the exhale, now we're going to lay still. We're going to reverse that. We're going to inhale, feel the left hand. Exhale, feel the right. Inhale, feel your left. Exhale, feel your right. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Just keep going back and forth. Good. Take another deep awareness breath. And on the exhale, just let everything go for a moment. Breathe normally and just notice how you feel right now. Good. Take another deep awareness breath. And on the exhale, start to bring some movement back into your body. First, by wiggling your fingers and your toes. And then moving your wrists and your ankles. Then reaching up overhead like you're getting up first thing in the morning, stretching left and then right on your own time. And when you're ready, you can bring your knees into your chest and just rock back and forth. And eventually rolling on to one side, allowing your head to rest on your bicep. Take a deep awareness breath here. And on the exhale, give yourself gratitude for coming today and making this a priority. Slowing down your busy thoughts, bringing your breath back into balance, and the physical benefits of moving and breathing. Take one more deep awareness breath. And on the exhale, you can push yourself back up to a seated position. Warm your hands in a sense of gratitude. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Bring your hands down. Take one last deep awareness breath. And on the exhale, I hope you feel so good. Have an amazing day. Thank you.